Hello, hello. Shibidi-bidi. Oh, gotta get this. Hello, hello. Shibidi-bidi. Oh, gotta get this screen. We're gonna get busy. Alrighty. Welcome, people. Welcome to another delicious episode. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. A delicious episode. Ooh, before I forget, I want to get in trouble with the boss lady. Let me pin some stuff real quick. Whoops-a-daisy. Let's pin that. Let's pin some cookbooks, because that's what we're doing. Right? Oh, it only allows me to pin one thing?
Yeah, sometimes it'll let you pin a catalog, but you have to kind of upload it that way.
Got it. Well, all right. For now, we got the apron. All right, that's cool, because that's what I'm wearing.
I will do the cookbook.
Okay, the cookbook. What's up, people? Welcome. Just let me pin some stuff real quick here. All right, let's go with the veganish breakfast.
Yeah.
Because, you know, breakfast of champions, right? All right. Let's get this party started. What's up? The queen herself. All right. The queen is here. That means I'm a big deal. Already a big deal. Boom. All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to a delicious episode of Vegan Time, Dinner Time, Vegan Time, and all that good stuff. Tonight, we're doing dinner. All right. You can catch me here live Monday to Wednesday, right? It used to be Monday to Friday, but I got super busy. So I was like, at least let me do Monday to Wednesday so I know I can deliver to the people, right? So Monday to Wednesday, you can find me live on here making dinner for my family, right? So tonight we have a delicious soup working in the back. All right, I have lots of good stuff in there. I'm going to show you later. There's barley, there's potatoes, there's lots of onions, garlic, there's carrots in here, bay leaves, right? I don't know if I said bay leaves already. I just love bay leaves so much, right? There is also, I make my own plants, my own meat substitute. I call it plant roast. So that's in there as well. So it gives it that nice meaty texture. I even have some liquid smoke in there for smokiness. I have Worcestershire powder, tomato powder. So these things give it a really robust, really earthy, delicious umami boost. All right. So while that's simmering in the back, let's work on the dressing for our delicious salad that we're about to have. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look in here, you're going to see things like parsley, cilantro, right? You're going to see green leafy lettuce. There's also romaine in here. All right, and then we have some red leaf lettuce as well. So we're gonna really do the thing with this salad, right? So I just basically wash this real nice in some ice cold water and let it soak. Quick tip about greens: if you go into the fridge to make your salad, or you're about to cut up some herbs and they look very limp, they look dead basically, leave them in ice cold water for about 30 minutes or so. And they come back to life. Like I'm telling you, they get really nice and perky and they look amazing. All right. So that's just a little quick tip for your greens, right? And I do that with my lettuce all the time, right? So let's make the dressing, right? AKA the vinaigrette, AKA the good stuff, the saucy sauce. I like them perky. I heard that, collard greens. So in here, let's get this party started. All right. We have capers, right? Which is like literally little berries, all right? They come in a brine, so it's almost like a pickled kind of berry of sorts. Very salty, very briny. And to this, we're gonna add a little bit of Dijon mustard, all right? This is gonna give us some form of emulsification when we mix everything together. Hi, stranger, all right? So we're gonna add some Dijon in here. So I'm adding about a tablespoon of Dijon, right? We don't want too much because Dijon is very powerful, it's very potent, and we don't want to overpower our dressing, unless we're making a Dijon dressing or vinaigrette, then, you know, have at it, right? But next, I'm adding pickle juice, right? This pickle juice is filled with all kinds of amazing stuff. There's coriander, there's allspice, there is cumin, there is Szechuan peppercorns. Can I get a spoon, please?
Yeah.
There is, of course, it's pickled jalapeños that I have in here, right? So we're gonna use the pickle juice from this to make our vinaigrette. Bigger spoon next time, please.
That's what I thought. You know what? I almost...
It's alright. It's all good. So, yeah, so I made this pickle actually live a couple days ago, and I'm telling you, people were knocking down my door to get the recipe for this. So, if you want that recipe, it's available for sale, all right? Hit me up. So, we have our pickle juice. In here, we're gonna go with lots of fresh cracked black pepper, all right? We're gonna put some in here so this can penetrate the salad, and then we're gonna put a little bit in the salad mix as well, right? Okay, put that to the side. Next, we're gonna season this baby up, all right? So, we got our salt. Okay, put that to the side. And then we're gonna give this a little mix just to kind of get everything introduced and, you know, a little bit more homogenized, right? And then from here, we're gonna add our oil, right? Only the best for your salad dressing or vinaigrette. So this is extra virgin olive oil, all right? I'm telling you, extra virgin olive oil, you can't beat it. It's super healthy for you, tastes amazing, and when you get really good olive oil, you can just eat it with whatever, like it's just really good. So you see the viscosity of this right now? Like, check it out. It's nice and thick. If I was to blend this, it will be even more thicker, right? You can hear it, right? It's heavy. So let's taste it, see what it tastes like, all right? Let's see what it tastes like. And then from there, we'll know if we need to add any more salt, any more pepper, any more oil, any more pickle liquid, all right?
Stop hugging people's...
Wow. Wow. Okay, let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Amazing. All right, last thing, I almost forgot. Let's add some fresh citrus to this, right? We want to make it pop, right? So we're gonna add 1/2 of a lime, right? We're gonna squeeze this in here. So this is gonna just brighten up our salad dressing, right? And make it just really, really nice, okay? Into the sink that goes because I have a garbage disposal. So that helps coat it, make it real nice and deodorized, all right? Okay, let's go with a little bit, we'll do a pinch of salt, all right? A pinch of salt, and then we're gonna let this sit for a second. Okay, we should be good there. Let's get this soup where it needs to be. So, one of the things about making food really good is understanding what you're making. And then, of course, doing it properly, doing it in stages. Plant-based food, if you haven't noticed, everything on this channel, everything that I do is 100% vegan, right? So if you are vegan, if you're plant-based, if you're trying to be vegan, trying to be more plant-based, then this is the place to be, ladies and gentlemen, all right? This is the place to be. Everything I do is 100% geared towards that and just helping you be even more healthy. So in here, let's add onions. Plant lady, what's up? How you doing? So we have onions in, all right? Next, we're going with our red bell peppers, all right? After that, we're going with our cucumbers, right? Then we're going with our cabbage, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle, all right? And last but not least, our olives, right? Just like that. So all these are in. I still have 3 more things we're gonna add, but we're gonna add these later on because I don't want them to get super moist just yet, right? So the idea is to make this mix, and then from there, right before plating, we can add the other stuff. So we're gonna take it a step further right now, and we're gonna add, I prepped broccoli. This is just cut, not cooked or anything like that. And what we're gonna do, actually, we're gonna char the broccoli and then add it to the soup, right? So being plant-based is all about how do we create flavor in multiple ways, right? That allows us to really be happy with the food that we're eating and the food that we're making, right? Super, super important. So this is why I said it's really important to understand what it is that you're cooking, because that allows you to really make really tasty food. You know what I mean? So let me put this to the side. All right. And we're gonna mix that. We don't need to cut anything else, so we can get rid of our board. All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. For those of you who are just joining, welcome to another delicious episode. My name is Chef Ed Harris, and I'm here to guide you along this delicious journey. Right here we have a delicious mixed salad.
That's a
all right,
salad.
Isn't it? We have cabbage, we have red peppers, we have olives, we have cilantro, parsley, red lettuce, green lettuce, we have romaine. All right, we have tons of delicious stuff in here, right? Cabbage. So this is mixed up and ready to go. We have cucumbers in here as well, right? So we're gonna put that to the side. Important when you're making salads, you don't want to dress it too early. If you dress it too early, then you know it starts breaking down because of the high acidity in the vinaigrette or the dressing, right? So you want to mix it right before you're ready to eat. So we're getting our saute pan nice and hot, all right? And we're gonna introduce a different level of flavor to our soup. So by me charring the broccoli, it gives it that really nice umami, that earthy, you know, grilled kind of flavor, and it makes the soup taste even better, right? Versus you just throwing in a broccoli and boiling it, like you just missed a complete step to make it even more tasty, right? So why not do it if you can, right? So if you didn't know, now you know.
If you don't know, now you know.
So ladies and gentlemen, let's char some broccoli, all right? The way you do it is you get your pan nice and hot, right? On the fire, no oil at all yet, right? Super hot. Make sure whatever it is that you're charring is nice and dry. And then you put it in once you see your pan starting to smoke slightly, right? You wanna make sure that it's really hot. If it's not hot and you put it in, then you're not gonna really char. You're gonna end up steaming it. And the other thing is you wanna make sure that when you char anything that you don't overcrowd the pan, right? So we're not putting all of this in at once. We're gonna do like half at a time, right? You always wanna make sure you do things in batches, right? That's how you keep the integrity, and that's how you keep maximum flavor. Yes, madam, how can I help you? Do I need help? Not today. Next time. All right, people. So my pan is slightly smoking, right? Let's get the olive oil ready, because we're gonna just drizzle a little bit of olive oil in there, not a lot. All right. And for those of you checking out the shop, I got tons of stuff available. I've written 3 cookbooks. 2 of them are available right now. If you get them both, you get a deal. All right. One is all about breakfast. One is all about a mixture of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, all that kind of thing. But 100% plant-based, super delicious, right? Really easy to make, and it's global cuisine. So I have things in there from Nigeria, from the Caribbean, from Asia, all over the place, because you know those are the places that I've been. So I just do recipes based on things I love and places I've been, right? So if you look at the pan, you can see that it's smoking. Yes. So into the dry pan, right? Just enough to barely cover the bottom of the pan, right? You want to see surface space. You want to see the bottom of the pan. Put that back on the fire. And then now we add in just a little bit of oil. We're going to drizzle this in. So to this amount of broccoli, we're going to add maybe a tablespoon, that's it, of oil. Right? And we're going to just let it sit and do its thing. We're not going to get fancy. We're not going to toss it around. I know you might want to do a little flip, but now's not the time. All right? Now's not the time to get fancy.
Not the time.
Right? So next, what we're gonna do, since we're charring our beautiful broccoli, is we're gonna hit it with some seasoning. Now, you might ask, who's this handsome guy right here on the seasoning? Well, that's yours truly. You know what I'm saying? So this is the flavor maker, right? And this is available as well. And this is a combination of sea salt, turmeric, black pepper, and celery salt. Things that work really well and actually really good for you in terms of the black pepper and the turmeric together, right? So we're gonna just season this very lightly because our soup is already fully seasoned, right? So we don't wanna overpower our soup, right? So just a little bit all around, and then we put it back on there. We don't move it, we don't do anything, all right? Put that to the side. So we're gonna give this maybe another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna drizzle a touch more oil. Now we're gonna give it a toss, right? I always set the alarm off when I'm cooking, all right? But you see what I'm talking about with the char, right? You see how beautiful that looks? This is what we want, right? So I'm gonna put this back on the fire just for a second longer, just so we can get a little bit more of that char flavor, and then that goes right into the pot of soup in the back. Cool? No introducing any kind of liquid to it, none necessary. This way you can keep the flavor. All right, the minute you add water to this, is gonna take away all of that delicious flavor that we just created by charring it, all right? Super, super important. So now that's ready, right into the soup. Put that back on there. We'll cover the soup. Give that a little mix. And now we can go with the rest of the broccoli, all right? Real easy, really simple. Look at that, beautiful. All right, then we go with the drizzle of oil. All right. And then of course the seasoning, right? A little bit of seasoning. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who are just joining, welcome, welcome. We are making charred broccoli right now. I have a delicious salad mix that I just made by myself with my 2 bare hands. All right. In here we have red peppers, cabbage, right? We have red onions. We have 3 kinds of lettuce. We have parsley, cilantro. This is a very herbaceous salad, right? Very, very important. And then we made a delicious vinaigrette or dressing, you know, depends on how I'm feeling. But in here we have capers, we have Dijon mustard, right? We have jalapeno pickle juice that I made myself, right? There's a little bit of jalapenos in there. I gotta make a new batch. Killer, killer. It tastes so good. Like this was finished in 2 days, all right? Alrighty. So, besides the noise, like I was saying, our mix right here. Emma, can you turn on the fan, please? Appreciate it. Alrighty. So, we have our salad dressing here. Alright. What's up, sweetheart? Oh, fire. Fire in the hole. Alrighty. So, when you talk about char, this is what you're looking for, right? Like literally, you're looking to burn pieces of the veg, right? This is how you get that flavor. Like I'm telling you, if you haven't done this before, you need to try this technique. It's amazing, all right? And I do this with my stir fry. I do this with any kind of vegetables that I want to do that can withstand charring, of course. So cauliflower, right? Broccoli, string beans even. you know, broccolini, broccoli rabe, those kind of things, amazing. All right. So our soup is ready. It's just simmering. So I'm about to add the last bit of broccoli to it. And we're gonna give this, that is so loud.
I know.
We're gonna give this a nice little toss. All right. Ooh, let me bring this closer so you can see.
It looks pretty.
What's going on up in here? Up in here. Look at this, people. Right? Look how delicious this looks. So we have red peas, right? Red beans, right? We have barley. We have potatoes. This is my plant roast right here. All right. So this is, you know, this is my plant roast that I make myself. All right. And plant roast is my meat substitute. So we have carrots in here as well.
Smells so good. Just
so much flavor, right? Super earthy and super delicious. Yes, Lisa, it is.
It's so good. I see you. Oh, thank you.
Appreciate that, Todd.
Thank you.
All right.
I see you got the St. Lucian bay leaves in your...
Of course. Never leave home without them. They're so massive. Big. Yeah, the bay leaves in there, they're actually from St. Lucia. So last time we visited, you know, we did a thing, got a bunch. Actually, we finished those. I got my brother to send me like 2 suitcases full
of bay leaves. So
that's just how much we cook with bay leaves in this house. Like, I'm not even playing.
I wonder what the health benefits are of bay leaves.
Tremendous. Tremendous. You making casserole? I won't really say it's a casserole. It started out as a soup, and then I was like, you know what? How can I add more veggies to my soup? So I decided to add a bunch of broccoli in there. I love this live. I'm now a fan. Aha, Todd. Yay. Appreciate that, homie. So yeah, we're here Monday to Wednesday, and you know, we make dinner for the fam, right? So if you're trying to be more plant-based, nice kitchen. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
If you're trying to be more plant-based or you're trying to stay vegan, then this is definitely a channel to check out because everything we do on this channel is 100%
vegan.
Plants. All right. So this delicious dressing is going in. Oh, so
that looks
good.
Really good.
Whew. All right. We're gonna give this a toss very lightly because the greens in here are very delicate, right? This is not like your kale that you need to massage. You know what I mean? This baby here is like a princess. You know, it's like queen. You just gotta be gentle. You know, there's no massaging. There's more like a folding, a caressing. You know, a sweet. You know, TLC, right? Tender love and care.
I love it.
Right? Look at that. Just.
It's so pretty.
Nice and glazed.
Now,
coated.
The red pepper
yes.
that you have, is it for color?
Yes, for color for
I think it's such a great
texture
idea.
As well because it gives it a nice crunch like the cucumbers, you know. So and of course, you know, it
looks so pretty.
It's delicious as well, right? So our salad is done. Let me do a taste.
I want to taste.
Oh wow, the mustard. And the capers. All right. So now we're gonna add in.
Good.
That looks so delicious.
It's
Thank
so
you.
Good.
So we're adding in some sunflower seeds, extra protein, extra texture, and then we're adding in hemp seeds as well, right? Everything we do is very intentional. You know what I mean? So automatically you have a super rich omega-3, just delicious, high value salad, right? And the most simple ingredients, like nothing fancy except for maybe the Dijon, right? That's the fanciest ingredient I would say we have in here, that and the capers, right? But literally, it's that simple to make something really good. You saw me make the dressing live, so you know there's nothing to it. You know, ooh, what I miss. It depends on when you got here, my friend. But our soup is simmering in the back, right? Yep. Broccoli is about 90% cooked, right? Because we charred it first. And then we made a delicious dressing for our salad, right? And you know, all night I've been switching between calling it a dressing and a vinaigrette just because sometimes it feels like a vinaigrette, sometimes it feels like a dressing. right? So that's basically what we did. And in the salad, we have any beets in your salad? I wish, but I would have definitely put some if there was any, right? I love beets. And I think today's Tuesday. The next time I do a salad, I'm gonna try and have beets in it, and I'll show you the way I do my beets. It's amazing, right? No boiling, only roasting. But yeah, in our salad, we have 3 kinds of lettuce. We have cilantro, we have olives, we have red onions, green cabbage, red bell peppers, right? Cucumbers, and what else do we have in here? Cilantro, parsley, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds. So when I say delicious, I'm talking super delicious, right? And the flex and the technique, the way to maximize when eating a salad. Are you vegan? The first time viewer, by the way. Hey, welcome. Yes, I am 100% vegan. This channel is 100% vegan. So everything on my channel is geared towards helping people stay vegan, be vegan, and just enjoy a delicious plant-based life, right? So welcome, man. It's good to have you here. So always eat your salad first, right? This allows your body to slowly digest the other things which could be potentially harmful to you, right? Like sugars, the carbs, and the starches and all of that stuff. Super important. So always eat your starch last, eat your greens first, all right? Super important. That's why when you go to Europe, in a lot of places, they're antipasti and, you know, the salads and all that stuff, you know, it's the first course. You know what I mean? Especially when you go to Italian countries. So, you know, they do that for a reason. You know what I mean? So as you can see, this big, delicious, whopping salad right here, because that's just, you know, it's so good for you, right? It's so good for you. Like, you can't go wrong eating a big salad. You just can't. Like, you can't. All right. Okay. So our salad's done, right? I'm going to put these to the side, all right? And we're going to plate up the main course, right? The entree. Oui, madame. Let's get the entree. I need soup bowls for that. We got 3 right here. Need 1 more. Where is the 3rd, 4th? All right, well, someone will have the small bowls today. You know what, the kiddies will do their regular bowls. What's up, people? Welcome. You're joining me towards the end of my life. All right, I'm about to plate up dinner. We're about to make it yummy. Let me turn this off. Woo, so delicious. All right, let's move this to the side. Welcome, people. How's everybody doing? Thank you. I appreciate that. Look at that. Mark B. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Looks good. Ain't nobody. Haha, cute, man. I like that. That's funny. Thanks, Flat Lady. All right. Hot pot. Now, look. Woo. All right. When we were talking about the St. Lucian bay leaves, this is how you know this is not the bay leaves that you find in your supermarket. Look at the size of this thing. Like, you're not buying bay leaves like this. Like, it's crazy. And when I talk about strong and flavorful, whoa, amazing. All right. So look at this. Look at that. It smells so good. The barley, the plant roast, which is my meat substitute. Like, this is it right here. This is my meat substitute, right? So like, I slice it up and make it look real good. We got the broccoli in here, right? Just delicious all around, right? So the broccoli still has texture. There's still flavor there. There's still bite to it, right? Put some plant roast in here too. You know, my kids, they love to eat, man. So I gotta come with the food. Otherwise, we got a problem. You know, because like, Daddy, I'm hungry. You just ate. They're probably looking at me like, can't believe you're saying that live. Yep, they are. Anyway, so we're almost done. All right. So this is our delicious plate. What's the plant substitute? So the plant substitute, aka my plant roast, is my version of seitan, my version of field roast, you know, that kind of thing. I basically make my own version. I like to do that with a lot of things I find in the supermarket. I make my own version of it. So this way I know exactly what's going in it. I know it's healthier for me and I can eat more of it, because most of the things, unfortunately, that we find in the supermarket that is processed, right, is not the best case scenario for us, right? Like, they're not looking out for our best interests, and they're just basically putting anything they want together to sell to us and put it in a pretty packaging. So with that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna work on my own version. So I started out making my own sausages, and that turned out really well. And once I figured that out, I went into making my own meat substitute, aka I call it plant roast, right? So that is a combination of things like mushrooms, lots of veggies, lots of herbs and spices. You know, I do a mixture of tofu and wheat gluten, and I just, you know, I make it something amazing. I even use it to make salami even. So we get really busy in the kitchen, man. We make our own bread, we make our own cheese sometimes, we make our own butter, our own milk, we make our own ginger beer. I mean, you name it, we do all of it. All right, guys, dinner's ready. Call mommy. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, sometimes I surprise myself, but this is what the salad looks like, right? So we have tons of delicious stuff in here. I mean, I can't wait to dig into it. The Dijon dressing situation is on 1000. Oh, I almost forgot. I hope to learn all of this. You can, all right? Just keep joining my live, and you know, I share what I learned, you know what I mean? So we're gonna finish our soup with some fresh cut scallions, just to make it pop even more, because, you know, I'm a classically trained chef, so like I've been cooking professionally for almost 30 years, right? So I take all of that knowledge of what I learned in the kitchen, you know, and I do it here, you know, I do it live, I do it at home, you know, so I do courses and classes on how to make bread. Like, I mean, we do everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, we literally do everything. So I'm happy to share that knowledge, because, you know, that's why we're here, you know. God is like, I'm gonna bless you as long as you bless other people. So I stay blessing people, because God has blessed me with an amazing gift to cook really delicious food. Like, if you can taste my food, I'm telling you,
it's so good.
And you are not vegan, you will go vegan. Like,
yeah, literally.
I'm telling you, like, it's that good, right? And I'm not even like tooting my own horn. Like, it's just what it is. So
toot, you can.
You know, it's
food
amazing.
Is the best,
right? Thank you in advance, most definitely, man. I have a bunch of stuff on my page, you know, so definitely check it out. You know, I have a free PDF that really helps people be more plant-based and just keeps them going with lots of really great information. So, yeah, it's fun. It's amazing. You know, it just takes intention and a strategy, and that's what I give you.
Period.
Right? So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, madame,
Woo!
Here you go.
God bless you.
Here you go. Have a nice day. Have a good night. Ems, you want to take your bowl? That's yours? You forgot which one's yours? All right, people. Here you go. Oh, you want to put the iPad down? Can't have the food and the iPad, you know what I mean? All right, people. The kiddies are here. They're grabbing their food. Good night. Bon appetit. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm about to tear this up. You know? Like, you don't understand. I haven't eaten lunch. I've been savoring it. So I'm about to tear this up. All right? So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here around the same time making something delicious. All right? What it is yet, I have no idea. But please believe it's going to be vegan and delicious. All right? According to the family. So I'll catch you later. Ed, come and get your stuff, buddy. Want to give that to Ed, please? All right. Okay, people. I'm out of here. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the reposts, all that good stuff. Tell your friends, tell your family, anyone that needs to be plant-based. And yeah, they will be happy that they did. I'm stealing one because I didn't get any yet. I gave you guys all. All right, people, I'm out of here. Later.